And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It's something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was
Gervonta Davis is no stranger to making headlines, whether it's for his devastating knockouts, heated rivalries, or the ongoing drama surrounding his camp. But this time, the spotlight isn't on Davis himself. It's on the major changes happening in his corner. Just weeks after his surprising majority draw against Lamont Roach Jr., Barry Hunter, who had temporarily stepped in as Davis' head trainer, has officially parted ways with the Baltimore fighter. The build-up to this moment is just as significant as the decision itself. Davis' longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, the mastermind behind his rise to boxing superstardom, took a step back ahead of the Roach fight. Ford has been in Davis' corner since his amateur days, shaping him into one of the most feared knockout artists in the sport. With Ford temporarily out, Hunter stepped in. Though he had worked with Davis before, this was his first time serving as the lead trainer for such a high-stakes fight. Now, with Hunter's departure, questions are swirling about what's next for Gervonta Davis.
I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on, but again, it was myself, but you gotta go to the gym and get back to the drawing board and train a little harder.
Despite the changes in his corner, Gervonta Davis remained confident leading up to the fight, assuring fans and analysts that it was business as usual. His camp insisted that Davis was just as sharp, just as dangerous, and fully prepared to deliver another electrifying performance. The expectation was that Lamont Roach Jr. would simply be another addition to Tank's highlight reel. While Roach was respected as a skilled and durable fighter, few believed he posed a real threat to Davis' dominance in the ring.
Don't rob. Scorecard. They said majority draw. They cheated Roach. Roach got robbed, and everybody knows it. Rematch.
From the opening rounds, Roach wasn't just surviving, he was making a statement. He landed clean shots, controlled the pace, and, most importantly, showed no signs of intimidation. Davis, on the other hand, looked hesitant, lacking the sharpness and explosiveness that had made him one of boxing's most feared knockout artists. As the rounds progressed, it became clear this wasn't the same Gervonta Davis fans had come to expect.
Do you think Tank gets a lot of criticism for not knocking Lamont out and Lamont not being a big name, so they overblow it?
I think so, yeah, and I feel like people just don't like Tank to a point where any little thing, just because he ain't knock him out, he probably feel as though that he lost, and he didn't, or it was a draw, I feel like Tank was doing a lot of smart things in the beginning, moving a little bit too much.
A pivotal moment in the fight.
From the opening rounds, Roach wasn't just surviving, he was making a statement. He landed clean shots, controlled the pace, and, most importantly, showed no signs of intimidation. Davis, on the other hand, looked hesitant, lacking the sharpness and explosiveness that had made him one of boxing's most feared knockout artists. As the rounds progressed, it became clear this wasn't the same Gervonta Davis fans had come to expect.
Good enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. While my eyes was burning.
Barry Hunter
didn't hold back in his post-fight interview. He got straight to the point, bluntly stating that Tank had lost focus during the fight. It was a harsh but honest critique, one that quickly gained traction among fans and analysts. Davis had never looked this unfocused before. He had overcome adversity in the past, battling bigger punchers, slicker boxers, and tougher opponents. Yet, in the one fight where Calvin Ford wasn't in his corner, he suddenly found himself struggling against a fighter many believed was a level below him.
These days kind of averaging one fight a year, which is a shame. He wants to have 3 more fights and then retire by the end of 2025.
The reaction was immediate, as fans and analysts scrutinized every moment of the fight in search of answers. Some blamed Tank's training camp, others speculated that he had underestimated Roach, and many pointed the finger directly at Barry Hunter. The biggest debate centered around whether Hunter had adequately prepared Davis for the fight. Now, with Hunter officially parting ways with Tank, questions remain. While Hunter hasn't provided a detailed explanation beyond his remarks about Davis's lack of focus, the message is clear: the partnership didn't work, and he has decided to move on. With Hunter out of the picture, Tank is now actively seeking to reunite with Calvin Ford, hoping to regain the form that made him one of boxing's most feared fighters.
Tell us something, bro. Like, what did you think about the decision? Okay.
We still got to see each other. He say he want to fight me, so he gonna fight.
But what do you think about the decision?
I thought Lamont won.
You thought Lamont won?
Got you.
Sources close to the situation report that Tank has already reached out, eager to bring Calvin Ford back into his corner for a planned return fight in May. While Ford has remained silent on the matter, his deep history with Davis makes it highly likely that he will agree. Their relationship goes beyond that of a fighter and trainer. It's a bond built on mentorship, trust, and an intimate understanding of Davis's fighting style. If there's any hope of Tank regaining his dominant form, it will be with Ford back in his corner. However, despite the planned reunion, the damage from the Roach fight has already been done. Tank's aura of invincibility has taken a serious hit, and questions about his focus and preparation continue to linger. Frustrated by the controversial draw, Davis isn't willing to let it slide. He's pushing hard for a rematch, determined to run it back and reassert his dominance.
On a rematch, let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're going to fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
The WBA lightweight champion isn't satisfied with how things played out and is determined to prove he should have won outright. The first fight left a bitter taste for Tank, who believes the controversy surrounding the 9th round played a crucial role in the final outcome. When Davis took a knee and requested his trainer to wipe around his eye, referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown. However, in Roach's eyes, had it been ruled correctly, it could have swung the scorecards in his favor. Two judges scored the fight 114 to 114, while one had Davis ahead 115 to 113. If a knockdown had been officially recorded, it might have changed the entire result. That kind of detail has Tank fired up, pushing for a rematch, one where he can leave no doubt about who the better fighter is.
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's
After letting things settle for a few days, Tank took to social media to announce that he is now pushing for a rematch. Despite initially saying it wouldn't happen next, he's now aiming for a showdown as soon as May, a major shift from his earlier reluctance. This sudden change makes it clear just how much the fight and the surrounding controversy have been weighing on him. The 9th round incident remains a heated debate, not just because of the non-knockdown call, but also due to Tank's explanation for why he took a knee. He claimed that hair grease had gotten into his eye, affecting his vision. His statement immediately sparked debate, adding yet another layer of controversy to an already disputed fight.